election. Who was the host?
I'm going to go with Dave Chappelle.
I'm going to say Christopher Walken.
I have zero idea.
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, he did.
There's a legendary story that Grohl tells about one time Walken was hosting, and he went up to Dave Grohl and he said, "Do you enunciate the Foo or the Fighters?"
Foo Fighters.
And he told him, and he goes, and live he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, Foo Fighters." It's incredible. It's an incredible YouTube.
Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
They've got
Fighters.
music to
Yeah.
talk about. We'll see how they feel about football. I'm excited to see that. It'll be later on, right here on Good Morning Football. Will Selva, take it away, please, with the news.
All right, thank you, Kay. Guys, appreciate that. At first, though, I did think it was Paul Rudd with Foo Fighters, but I guess I was wrong.
Yeah,
he
that's
was
who it was.
Rusted Root.
That's right. And
Or
Rusted
whatever.
Root.
We've seen Paul Rudd jam out to the
Matrix.
tunes.
Yeah.
Yes, we have seen that, but that's why I love
Take
the
it,
mixed
Will.
bag trivia. Anyway, that's for another show. Thank you, Kay. Appreciate that. Well, for Christian McCaffrey, this has been a season really to forget when you think of the injuries he's had to deal with. There was that high ankle sprain, then he had the shoulder issue, and now a new ailment has popped up for the Panthers running back. Head coach Matt Rule saying on Thursday that he doesn't expect McCaffrey to play Sunday against the Broncos. CMC injuring his thigh working out on his own during the team's bye week. It looked like McCaffrey was on pace to return from a shoulder injury to face his dad's former team, but now fantasy owners take note. They will have to look to Mike Davis once again. Now, in other running back injury news, Josh Jacobs limited at practice on Thursday after missing Wednesday's session with an ankle injury. The Raiders running back sat out the Week 13 win over the Jets after suffering the injury the week prior. Las Vegas set to take on the Colts this Sunday. Carson Wentz and Eagles Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee Rodney McLeod recently helping award $460,000 in grants to Philadelphia area nonprofit organizations through the team's Social Justice Fund. The team awarding grants ranging from $5,000 to $25,000 to 24 local nonprofit organizations. And you see the smiles there on that Zoom call. You see the smile there on Carson Wentz, which, quite frankly, given how he's feeling, you would say, you don't have to do that, Carson. I understand you lost your starting gig, but this goes to show you the kind of character and leader that he is, that he's out there and he's doing it.
Yeah, one of the reasons he was signed, drafted, one of the reasons he was given a big deal, one of the reasons he was given that franchise money and that title. So we'll see how it goes up against the Saints. Tough one. Saints coming into town with that #1 defense. Will appreciate you and talk to you a little bit later. They're taking on those struggling Eagles. And with more on this matchup, here's our very own Stacey Dales.
Okay, 24 teams have fewer giveaways than Eagles quarterback Carson Wentz. 19 on the season, does lead the NFL. Thus, a quarterback change was in store this week, and now it'll be the rookie Jalen Hurts making his debut against the Saints. He said on Wednesday, it's a great opportunity moving forward. Center Jason Kelce was quick to point out, hey, this doesn't solely fall on Carson Wentz. The entire offense has been, quote, terrible. The offensive line, running backs, receivers, even the coaches, but something's got to be done to spark this thing and make a difference. Enter in Hurts, now facing the NFL's #1 ranked defense. Safety Malcolm Jenkins, returning to face his former team, does so with a lot of respect for the rookie. He told me this week, yes, he's a mobile quarterback, a strong runner, but he's got a really big arm. And this isn't one of those times where you can just load the box and dare him to throw it. He is a more than capable passer, but no doubt when he is on the run, it's something we're going to have to address. We'll see how it plays out on Sunday in Philly, okay?
Yeah, Stacey. We'll address that quarterback situation in a minute. How about this? You want to take a moment to say congratulations. Stacey Dales, we love you here on the show. We wouldn't be Good Morning Football without you. And you were informed that you were going to be inducted into the Oklahoma Sports Hall of Fame following an absolutely prolific basketball career. So I'll let the guy,
Boomer!
I mean, this is incredible.
Yeah, look, she was a two-time Big 12 Player of the Year, still holds the record for Big 12 assists all time.
Peter, give me some Stacey on the low post.
Stacey,
up
but
and under.
she was an amazing
nice with it.
guard. Like, she would just deal like fantastic. And I remember watching Stacey when she was a college player. Used to love watching her, and now we get to work with her. Stacey wakes up at 4 a.m. on Thanksgiving, goes to Ford Field, and sits out there in the cold so that we can do a talk back with her for 3 minutes, and never complains, never says a word. One of the hardest working people in our business, and so deserving of this honor.
That morning she had
she found
printouts
a
of wine
printer.
and turkey and potatoes. Like, she's put in extra hours. The people she's joining in the Oklahoma Sports Hall of Fame. Think about it. Big Country Reeves is in. Robin Ventura, Jason White, who beat out Eli Manning and Larry Fitzgerald for the Heisman, John Starks, and now our second favorite Stacey that's in it, Stacey King in the Oklahoma Sports Hall of Fame. Unbelievable.
Legend.
We oftentimes praise male athletes for leaving college or leaving the NFL and transitioning into TV. And there's a lot of them, and they deserve praise. But there are so many women that played the sport that they love and put their blood, sweat, and tears into it since they were 8 years old, all the way up until college, and transition into TV just like Stacey. And there's thousands of them. And we should recognize that transition because it's not easy to do for male or females, but this is one of those females that have done it, and she's doing it on a high level. Congratulations, Stacey.
Congratulations, Stacey. Love having you on the show. Love you on and off the field. Jalen Hurts, guys, let's get back to this, what Stacey was talking about. He is going to be the youngest quarterback to start for the Eagles.
Whoa.
Who is this, Trey?
It's Jack Concannon.
Okay, well, this is 1964, week 13, no big deal. Concannon threw for 134 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he rushed for 99 yards on 8 attempts. Okay, he's got legs. I love it. He went on to beat the Cowboys in that game 24-14, guys. Gotta love it. What are realistic expectations for Hurts against the Saints, who, yes, they do have the top-ranked defense?
Yeah, go and play the #1 seed in the NFC. Go play against a top-ranked defense. And, oh, by the way, your head coach, your general manager, everyone in local radio wants them both out this offseason. Like, go save the franchise, Jalen Hurts.
Basically.
This is an incredibly uphill battle. Oh, and by the way, the offense isn't built for you all offseason with no reps during no training camp, no this is an incredible uphill battle. I would say have patience with Jalen Hurts. Do not expect him to come out here guns blazing and blowing out the Saints. I would say let's be reasonable in what we're getting this week.
It's not like he was getting reps with the ones over the summer. He was the #2 going into the season. I'll say this. He's going to make a mistake, whether it's a botched snap or an interception, but just make more plays than you make mistakes. It's very simple. Whether you take off and use your legs out the pocket or you throw a beautiful ball downfield for a touchdown, if you make more plays than you make mistakes, it'll give a lot of Philly fans something to smile about.
These days, Jack Concannon would have trademarked the cannon.
Yeah,
you're right. And everyone's like you like that. The expectations for Jalen Hurts are to win the game. I don't know if that's going to be the results, but honestly, guys, I look at these rookie quarterbacks differently depending on their college experience. No one had a bigger experience than him. No one played on higher stages. He knows what it's like to be benched, just like Carson Wentz just was. Great athlete, great player. Saints are on their backup quarterback, too. Nobody's unbeatable. The expectations are you're drawing a paycheck. Go win the game, move the ball down the field. Now, I don't know if that's going to work out. Saints are brutal, but he should go win. And anything else, Peter, well, you got to win the game. Yeah. Go win. You're a winner. You've always been a winner. Go get it.
I love it. The strength of that #1 defense is the run defense. So he's going to have to get it done through the air. Schrags, are you taking us back in time, like further than 1964?
No, a little bit more recent, but I will say this. This is a subject that's close to all of our hearts.
Right.
Undersized wide receivers. Is Cole Beasley the best one of all time?
What?
We're going into the history books.
More Jack Concannon.